doing. You might have to excuse the wind a little bit. Right now we are shooting in New York. I don't want to disclose the location, but today we are going to be talking about authenticity, the cornerstone of leadership. Now, I did post this on Facebook and LinkedIn that this was supposed to be recorded, I believe, last Saturday, but because we ran into some technical difficulties, our schedules overlapped in a couple of areas. So we're just gonna continue to go ahead and record it today. So I hope all you guys tune in. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And this is the House Business Podcast 2.0, where we give you all the tools and the knowledge to execute your dreams and visions. It's your host, Caleb Thompson, and I'd just like to thank you guys for coming in. Just welcome you guys once again. Thank you for all the support. And we are going to be talking about, like I said, authenticity, the cornerstone of leadership. We are not going to go in depth, but we are going to go give you, let's say, five good points of what true authentic leadership is, and how you can, once you are an authentic leader, how you can build on that, and how you can continue to advance in that area, and the benefits of being an authentic leader. So let's go ahead and get started. Once the subway, there's subways everywhere in New York, so you'll have to excuse the subway. I record outside a lot. They say, why are you recording outside anyways? I like to record outside. It's very therapeutic. So if you could just, get past that and just try to get to the message, that'd be great. But first, we're going to talk about what is authentic leadership. Authentic leadership is really just being genuine, being transparent, being an open book. No one has to go to the length of, grabbing a shovel and just trying to dig up, everything in your past. You're basically an open book. What you see is what you get. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to, I'm not trying to finagle you or have no mask or a different set of masks. When I step into a different circle of people, I'm the same person. You're going to get the same person every day, every moment, every second. The only way that you're going to get a different person, if this person that you're dealing with at this current moment starts to advance and evolve in a way that gives you a better version of myself. That's the only difference. So being transparent, being open, and being true to yourself. This is the number one. This is the primary characteristic that you need to be true to yourself. There are so many people who stand on great morals, great convictions, great beliefs. But as soon as someone comes in that they feel like they need their approval, they throw those beliefs in the trash. That's one thing about me. You have to stand on what you believe. If you start to falter, in the face of someone that you believe is greater than you, or someone that you believe that could take you to the next level, I believe you will gain more respect as not only a leader, but a person, a human being, if you will not be moved just by someone's title, just by someone's position in life. It's okay to be yourself, and if that person doesn't, if they don't like you, just know that there is a group of people that love you just the way you are, and that are rooting for you and want to help you grow and want to help you get to the next level. Not everyone's going to like you. If you ever meet a man or a woman that everyone likes, that person's very questionable. There's no, they are a betrayer, a backstabber. They will do anything just to be like, and that is a dangerous person to have in your circle. Find some morals, some standards, some beliefs that you stand on, and stand on those morals and beliefs. Unless there is something that challenges your beliefs and you adopt another ideology that can help you to advance or see a situation from let's say a different, angle. And you say, okay, I never thought of it like that. No, be open-minded. But at the same time, there are those core principles that you carry that are, non-negotiable. So you need to, hold on to those things, man. No matter, I don't care if you're talking to the president of the United States or, or international representative, from another country. You need to stand on those morals, those principles, and those beliefs that brought you this far in life, unless you are exposed to, like I said, another ideology or some information that can help you to advance in your thinking process, or just, to help you to, get to the next level, or to understand things from a higher viewpoint. There's an area where I am right now that people are in higher areas. They are in higher titles. They have seen things that I haven't seen. It's always good to always say, okay, Well, it's time for me to shut up and listen. It's time for me to sit back and really try to understand their viewpoint, because they're at a place I've never been. Don't ever be a know-it-all. You know what I mean? Don't. Some things need to be adjusted, and we're gonna go over that too. One thing about being an authentic leader is also, understanding that you're not perfect. You know what I mean? You have areas for growth as well. But so we're gonna go to number two. Number two is how to be an authentic leader. Now, I'm going to give you a couple tips on how to be an authentic leader, which we just kind of went over some, which is being genuine, transparent, and true to yourself. We're going to go a little bit more in depth. How to be authentic is to know yourself. Embrace your values, strengths, and areas for growth, which we just discussed. Embrace your values, your strengths and your areas for growth. And that means your weaknesses as well. When someone receives you, you have to receive yourself in totality, just as you are. You have weaknesses, you have some unlovable things about you, which we all do to somebody. Someone from this group, economic group, may receive me with open arms, and someone from another social group, they may not receive me the same. There may be, they might say, I might need to kind of look into that a little further, because, they've never encountered someone like me, or someone like me has never been in that social circle. So it takes time, for people to kind of warm up to you, and that's okay. But the number one thing is to know yourself. Before you try to get anyone else to know you, know yourself. Know your weaknesses, know the areas, your strengths, and embrace your values, man. Whatever you live by, those core values, live by those things, man, and share those values with the ones around you. Another point is lead with empathy. This is what makes you how to be an authentic leader. Lead with empathy. Understand and connect with your team on a personal level. Man, there's nothing like having a leader, man, that cares about the personal things of your life. People can be around you as long as they're benefiting. As long as they're benefiting off of you, they're there. They are there. They're rooting you on. They're cheering you on. But as soon as you drop in status or economic status, these people abandon you. I've been in various situations where I had it all. We're at top floor hotels. We're traveling city to city. We're having a great time. But as soon as these things start to crumble, and me at the time, I was young, didn't have a backup plan, didn't have any savings, didn't really have the knowledge I needed, or the education or financial education that I have today. Wasn't really financially literate, but just was making a lot of money and having fun at that time. But one thing you have to understand is one thing that would have kept me at a job when I was working a 9 to 5, if I had a boss that really cared about my personal life, not using my personal life as bullets, and when I couldn't do something, or when I wasn't able to, attend a certain place at a certain time because it needs to be filled in. That they didn't use those areas of my personal life that I shared with them to get support. They didn't use that against me to try to break me down or blackmail me to control me. So when you get placed in a position of leadership, and you're leading with authenticity, lead with empathy, understand and connect with your team on a personal level, and really genuinely care about the people that you're leading. Also, walk the talk. That's something else that's really a big thing, and that's a deal breaker for many followers. You have to walk the talk. You have to align your actions with your words and your principles. You cannot say that you're this person. You look good on paper. You have all these credentials. You have this mask on that's given this great personality and these great characteristics, but you can only fool people for so long. That's one thing I've learned. If you really truly do not have any self-discipline, and you really do not take the time to really have self-development and develop yourself in a lot of areas that need help, it's going to show. It's going to show. Sooner or later, you're going to get comfortable, and that mask is going to come off. So you need to be authentic. You need to be yourself. and areas that you need help in or need to advance in, take ownership of that and just start to work in those areas day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, whatever you need to do to start to advance in any area of your life that you're lacking, in character, maybe in socializing, just being able to talk to individuals coming out of shyness, or any area, walk the talk, man. You want to be a leader, walk the talk, man. Whatever you're saying, make sure that you're doing it, man. Do not load people down with all these tasks and these responsibilities that you're not willing to lift with your finger as well. Another one is be transparent. Be transparent. Openly share your visions, goals, and decision-making processes. So yeah, be open. It's hard to follow someone that doesn't share their vision. If you're telling me to come and follow you, we're not Jesus. We're not the disciples. Hey, come and follow me, and they just up and follow them. Now in this day and age, you have to share your visions and your goals for people to follow you. You can't tell me no, follow me. As we begin to start, if I say okay, I'm going to follow you. As we begin to take step by step and start to go on this journey, and it looks questionable, I'm gonna ask questions, man. I'm gonna be like, man, where exactly are we going? And I'm not saying don't ever follow anyone that hasn't shared their vision, their plans, and their outlook on life and their core principles of who they are. Don't ever follow anyone until those things are disclosed to you. For one, that would be an error on your part and not the leader, because you chose to blindly follow someone. Just try to get to know who you're following. But openly share your visions, goals, and decision-making processes. When things come up, how do you? That's I don't want to get into that, but a lot of times the way that I hire people is I will give them a scenario. What would you do in this scenario? Just to check their decision-making processes. Like how do you process making decisions? Like if this happened at this very moment and a customer came in and this happened. So I use that also in hiring, and that's the same tool that you need to use when it's when you want to follow someone. Don't just up and follow anyone. Number 3 is why authenticity is essential for a leader. To build strong relationships with employees, clients, and partners. When you're authentic and people know what they get, it's easier for them to come back. They won't want one guy one day and the next day, they're dealing with someone totally different that's bogged down with, to say, stress. You need someone that's emotionally intelligent, someone that knows how to deal with stress, knows how to deal with the pressures of life, and can still operate or function on a high level despite anything going on around them. And that's what a leader is. So authenticity is essential for a leader, because it helps to build strong relationships. When someone is the exact same or even getting better, it's easier for you to build a relationship with that person. You don't have to wait till 3 months down the line and then they completely stab you in the back. Like, you really don't know anyone, but try to be whoever you're dealing with. Even if it does fall through and it doesn't go as well, make sure that you do your part. And just use your discernment. Use your discernment dealing with anyone. It also matters because it increases team morale and productivity through a culture of trust. So why authenticity matters as a leader is it increases team morale. When someone knows that they have a leader that's authentic, man, that really loves them, that genuinely cares about their personal life, genuinely cares about the company culture, genuinely cares about the company itself. They're not there as worker bees. They're going the extra mile on holidays. They're going the extra mile in their personal life. They're making sure that their kids have daycare. Just having a leader that really cares about you in every aspect of your life besides you just working for them. That really shows that boosts the morale of your team and the entire company, knowing that you have someone like that to look up to. So that's also a great thing as well. So we have our last one. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Well, this is not our last one. This is number 4. I'll clip that out of there. Number 4, practical ways to develop as an authentic leader. So number 4 is practical ways to develop as an authentic leader. Once you have got to that tier of being a, let's say, I wouldn't say prominent, but being a verified authentic leader, let's say verified authentic leader, these are some practical ways where you can continue to develop in that area. Practice self-reflection regularly. That means always don't always look on the outside and say, what is this guy doing? Why didn't they do that? What's wrong with this guy and that person and that girl? Don't always look for someone to blame. Always hold yourself accountable. Have some self-reflection. Always check and see what areas can you be better. Can I be a better leader in this area? Can I be a better a listener? Can I be a better, just have some self-reflection regularly with yourself. Now, I'm not saying condemn yourself or beat yourself down or put yourself in a state of guilt to the point where it's hard for you to lead because you're your own worst enemy. But I am saying that you do need to have some daily pointers that you need to check with every day regularly to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're not going to check every box every day, but one day you're going to be a good boss, but you're just not going to be an excellent husband, because one day you're going to be an excellent father, but you're just not going to be an excellent coach, or so you're not going to check every box every day, but make sure that every day that you strive to gain balance between every responsibility and every position that you're placed in, to be a light and a pillar in any community. So number 2, seek feedback from your team or your mentors, especially your mentors, man. There's 2 types of mentors. There's mentors that really want to see you make it, and there's mentors that want to live out their dream through you. You have to know the difference. The ones that really truly see your potential and say, I'm sticking behind you. I'm going to give you the advice that you need to make sure that you succeed. And then there's other mentors that, man, you really have to have discernment, especially telling, man, in business, man. It's just I don't want to discourage you, but it's life, and you have to be careful. Now, I'm not telling you to be fearful. You have to take risks. You have to take risks. Life is risky. Everything about life is risky. So I'm not telling you to be a couch potato or to be a scary. There's no room to be scared. If you do it with all your might and go all the way. You're going to make some mistakes along the way. Learn from those mistakes, adjust, what I mean? Rebrand, relaunch, whatever you have to do, but keep moving forward. But seek feedback from your team and your mentors. You always need feedback from your mentors and also from your team. Do not be so high that you cannot. Don't be a giraffe and you're so high in the clouds that you can't have a conversation with a turtle. There's been many positions or many places I've worked, and I'm also guilty of this as well, where I've been in a high position, but there are people that are in positions that really don't have any contact with me. And if someone from that position, there is a chain of command, but if someone from that position tries to explain something to me that's really oppressive in that area and they need help, or someone that's in a management position is oppressing them, to the point where they cannot flourish, or their full potential cannot be used or exerted or blossom because of management, something needs to be done. Do not ignore that, because we are all here together to make sure that the business grows, and the only way that the business can grow is making sure that the employees grow. Team development, self-development through the team. And if someone is stunting the growth of an employee around you because of their own insecurity, that needs to be dealt with quickly within the company, or you have someone that's stunting the growth of the company, stunting the growth of your employees. You have someone that's actually it's with stunted growth means stunted sales. You know what I mean? If you stunt someone's growth, you are stunting sales for the company. You are stunting everything that has to do with the company, because who's to say that that person in that position, even though they're in a lower position, they may be at a base position, but who's to say that this isn't the diamond in the rough that this team needs or this company needs to take it to the next level. You have to look out for those gems within your company. I don't care if you have 1,000 employees, 5,000 employees, 200 employees, or 50 employees. You have to look out for those diamonds in the rough that because there are some people that just want to work and go home. They have the position, they have the credentials. Don't get me wrong, you want someone that knows what they're doing, but there is someone else that's hungry. I would take someone that's hungry and has unlocked potential, that wants to unlock that potential, and they're doing everything that they need to do. They're going the extra mile to be the best version of themselves, than someone just that has a degree but they have no drive. I would look for that diamond in the rough. I would look for that dog that's in that person, that grit that's in that person, and that's the guy that I want. He's going to stay with me for 30 years. When this other person that has the PhD, they're just there to get the check and go home. And even though they have a great skill set, or they have merited to have the position, if you have no fight in you, if you have no fight or you have no drive to go to the next level in your own personal self-development, you're not going to bring that. You're not going to bring that to the company, and that's not what we're looking for. Stay consistent in your words and actions. Always stay consistent. Consistency is key. If you want anything to change your life, you have to be consistent. It's okay if you tell me, we're getting coffee tomorrow. We're getting coffee all this week. Let's say that you're telling me, I'm going to buy coffee for you all this week. You buy it Monday. Okay, that's great. I still have no expectation for it for tomorrow, but thank you for what you've already done. You buy it Tuesday. You buy it Wednesday. Okay, thank you. You buy it Thursday. But that consistency, now you're starting to make me out of a believer. So when the consistency is cultivated, man, it sets off an alarm of everyone around you that this guy is true to his word, man. This girl means business. They actually are consistent in not only in what they say, but also what they do. And cultivate emotional intelligence. Learn how to take some pressure, man. You have to learn how to take some pressure, because people will intentionally irritate you just to see how much pressure you can take. People will intentionally load you down with work and things just to see how much pressure you can take. And you have to have emotional intelligence. You have to have a mental system of basically saying of priority, prioritizing different tasks. When you're bogged down with pressure from every area, you have to prioritize what's more important, what needs to be done now, what can I put on the back burner. You have to have a mental organizer, or you will break. You have to cultivate emotional intelligence, man. Right, well, okay, so what is emotional intelligence? For those who don't know, it's the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, while also being able to recognize, understand, and influence the emotions of others. Emotional intelligence is a key component of personal and professional success. It's the key component to personal and professional success, especially and particularly in leadership. So this is the last one we have for you. Once again, we are talking about authenticity, the cornerstone to leadership. So number 5 is the impact of authentic leadership on the company culture. So this is basically the impact that it has to be an authentic leader. And when you bring that skill set, or you bring those characteristics as being authentic and also being a leader, walking the talk, caring about your team's personal development and their personal life. This is the impact of authentic leadership on company culture. It builds an inclusive environment where everyone feels valued. And, inclusive just basically means that, the diversity, man, you are accepting of diversity. This person, they came from a different background. They came from a different culture. They came from different traditions. They were raised in different traditions. But they equally have a say. They have we give them that respect of their opinion or their or their input from their level of expertise in any subject. Also, it encourages accountability and shared ownership of success. So it encourages accountability as well. Authenticity. The impact it can have on a company culture. And once again, this episode is Authenticity, the Cornerstone of Leadership. This is the House of Business Podcast 2.0. This is your host, Caleb Thompson. I would like to thank you guys for listening to this podcast. As we continue to move forward, we'll start to get better. equipment and better audio as well. But until then, man, thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for just everything. So this is the House of Business Podcast. This is where we give you the tools, the knowledge, and the tools to execute your dreams and visions. We'll see you back here Saturday. Peace.